Hello, everyone. Welcome to the IQI Canada Evening Talk. I'm your host, Celine. And today is a Mortgage Tips episode 2 with Vlad. Hi, how are you, Vlad?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. That's wonderful. About today's episode, can you please tell us about what are you gonna bring for today? I believe, sorry,
That's yeah, yeah.
go ahead.
Yeah, I have some friends of mine who they rent. They don't own a property, and they say I
Mm-hmm.
can't buy because I just don't have that much down payment. The properties are so expensive right now. It's impossible to save for down payment. So I'm just not buying for that reason. So I wanted to talk about the down payment for first time buyers, how they can afford to buy a property.
Yeah, that's good. I believe that this topic is talking to the many people,
Yes.
many including me, I think. So let's go jump in.
Let's just go jump into yes. So there are just to start with this, there are multiple private companies, uh, private builders that they build, and they would give you different conditions on how to buy their property. If you happen to find just one particular builder that offers you 0% down payment or something like 1% down payment, it's
Okay.
possible, but it's pretty much up to that unique person who's whatever they offering you. I can tell you about how the government works, how the regulations for mortgages in Canada work. And the regulations for mortgages in Canada, you cannot buy anything with 0%.
With a
That's
0%.
with 0% you cannot buy anything. That's
Okay.
just the regulation in Canada. That's like a federal regulation. So
So
how
what's okay, sorry.
it's
I
only
was
like if you
think
find that private property that will arrange something for you,
mm-hmm,
that's possible. If they make it somehow work, I don't know how they make. Maybe they give you some line of credit or something. I have no idea how that works. That I
mm-hmm,
just can't tell you. Way before, like time before, uh, it was possible to buy a property in Canada with 0% down payment and take a mortgage for 40 years. Those were great
40.
times. 40 years,
Okay.
0%. You just show up, sign the paperwork, now you have a house. No need to have any money in your pocket. That's not the case anymore. Not the case.
Okay.
So, as a first time buyer, you don't have to pay 20% down payment as the rest of people have to. The usual down payment is 20%. That's a
Yeah.
minimum. The usual minimum down payment is 20%. As a first time buyer, you can put less than 20%. If you put less than 20%, you automatically cap yourself at 25-year amortization. Your mortgage
Mm-hmm.
has to be maximum 25 years. If you put 20% or more, you can stretch it into 30 years.
Okay.
No more 35 or 40 years. Used to be 35, 40, no more. The
Okay.
maximum amortization is 30 years. If you put 20% or more down, if you put less than 20 down, maximum 25 years. That's you already capped yourself at that. Now, how it works if you put less than 20% down? You can do it
Yes.
only once in a lifetime with your first time buyer. That's when you do it.
Oh, okay. So only first time buyer will be
Has to
the
be a
less
first time buyer.
okay, less
Yeah.
than 20%.
Yes.
So
Yes.
what's the minimum
And
down
that I
payment?
will get into it. There is like a complicated formula which I'm gonna break it down and make it simple. So the maximum property you can buy has to be less than $1 million.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're looking
Medium.
to buy a detached house, it's going to be a struggle to find one under $1 million. You're
Mm,
more realistically looking at maybe a townhouse in some areas that are still under $1 million, or the most realistic scenario is a condo. That's the most realistic scenario under $1 million. Has to be under a million. And then it breaks down into following. The first half a million that you borrow, first half a million, you only need to put 5% down payment.
5%.
So, in order for you to borrow half a million,
Yeah.
you have to put what is it,
20.
$25,000 down.
Uh-huh.
If you found a condo and it's worth half a million, that's all you need, $25,000. Now you will get this condo. But if it's more than half a million dollars, anything that is in between that half a million and the million, because the first half a million we covered, $25,000, you're good. Now
Uh-huh.
the rest, you have to put 10%.
Okay. So
That's $50,000.
yes. I
So for a property of $1 million, you have to put 25 plus 50, $75,000 down payment.
my mind is
I
like
know it's hard. Like, think of it this way: $1 million your maximum.
okay.
Now break that million into two parts: first
Yeah.
half a million and second half a million.
Uh-huh.
For the first half a
Uh-huh.
million, It's 5%.
5%.
So the next half a million, it's 10%. That's it. So the first half a million is $25,000. That's your down payment.
Okay.
Whatever is extra, that's additional 10% on that extra portion.
Okay. See.
So when you break it down, it's not that complex. Like, let's say you have a townhouse. You found a townhouse, and that townhouse is $800,000. And you're thinking, how much down payment do I need? If you're not a first-time buyer, it's easy. You need 20%.
20%.
So it's 80 plus 80, $160,000. That's how much money you need to put down. For $800,000, you need 160. At the first-time buyer, you think, how am I going to get $160,000? I don't want to send my liver. I don't want to sell my liver. I don't have that money. So I have to find it somehow. So you can put 5% down on the first half a million, which is $25,000 down payment. And then you have $3 more $100,000 left, because 800 consists of 500 and 300. So 300,000, you need to put 10%, which is another $30,000. So now 25 plus 30, your total down payment is $55,000, which is still a lot of money. It's still a lot of money. So if you are just like a usual hardworking person and you want to jump in the market and buy something, probably it's better to find a condo under $500,000. That's your start. Unless you have family support or some inheritance or some money on the side, I don't know how you're going to save up that much money. So the most realistic scenario for like hardworking people is to buy something under $500,000.
$500,000.
So
and just like you can start to buy the property and maybe change it to a
exactly. You live in there for a few years and you hope that the market is going to go up. It doesn't always go up. Sometimes it dips. Then you wait for it to go up, because there were times when condos were like $150,000, $200,000. It's going to be a struggle to find something under $500,000 now. That's the reality. They more than doubled.
Yes.
So hopefully you're going to buy it for, let's say, $500,000 and then sell it for $800,000. Hopefully by that time, that's your $300,000 that you just made in equity, because it grew from 500 to 800. On top of that, you keep paying your mortgage constantly, and your mortgage keeps going less. So that's your room grows in there as well, because originally you owed that much money, and then in 3 years from now you're gonna owe a little bit less because you're paying it off constantly, right?
Yeah.
So the condo grew in price, hopefully it grew, and then also your mortgage goes down. That money you can use to buy the next property, and now you have a large down payment.
Yeah,
it's better than keep renting. Because if you think, like, on average, the rent right now is about $2,000 a month. The just average, just to easy calculate. So you multiply that by 12 months, you just paid $24,000. Just think about it. In 1 year, $24,000. Your landlord is extremely happy because that money you pay his mortgage off. He's like, wow, I just made $25,000. But for you, that money will never come back. It's gone. It's just gone. Where if you owe something, that will go towards your property already. And if you think about it, people think, how am I going to put aside $25,000? I don't know how I'm going to do that. Well, that rent alone, that's $24,000 a year that you just paid. So you can make this money. You're making this money, but you're just giving it away to the landlord.
True.
So if there is a way for you to somehow downsize and suffer, just suffer for a year, let's say, a year and a half, rent a room instead of a condo. Go find a roommate, split that cost with somebody. Somehow live with a friend. If you have parents, live in their basement. But don't waste that money. It doesn't mean that, now I have extra cash, I'm going to go buy a Gucci bag. Don't do that. No. You put that money aside. You put that money aside. That's what you do. You save it.
Like your investment.
But if you rent a condo for $2,000 a month, and you can somehow avoid renting that condo for $2,000 a month, well, here's your $25,000, $24,000 is just 1 year. Your down payment is ready to go. It's that simple. Another thing is how you put this money down as a down payment. So let's say you work and you make some money, whatever your salary is, but you making money, you have income, you have steady income coming in. Canada has RRSP system, which gets people confused completely because it's complicated, it's financial, and people just don't want to even listen about it. But I'll try to break it down
Just
in a
like
very
I
simple.
know that, but I don't really
People
exactly know
usually
what
see
for.
RRSP, somebody
Yeah.
starts talking about it, and you just blank. You're like, oh, the
Yes.
weather is so nice, the birds are singing. Is he still talking? Yeah, it's because it just blows your mind away. But I'm gonna
Yeah.
break it into very simple terms. I'll try to make it very simple. Originally, RRSP was it's a retirement registered plan. Those
Hmm.
RR is a retirement registered plan,
Yeah.
so it's meant for retirement. You put your money aside till you get very old, and then you use it. It's hard to do, and it's just pretty much it's up to you if you want to do it or not. But you can use that fund in order to buy your first property. So how this retirement plan works: you make income, you get money in you go work somewhere, you get your salary, the money gets deposited into your account. That money that you get into your account, you already paid tax on it.
Hmm.
So the employer gives you the money, you receive the pay stub, and you see, okay, I was supposed to make $2,000, but I only get in my hands $1,200 instead of 2,000. Reason why? Because my employer took $800 as a tax and gave
Hmm.
it to the government. And every paycheck, you see how much tax you pay to the government. At the end of the year, there is some amount accumulated, whatever it is. Let's say 30%, for example. 30% of the money you made gone to the government. So let me find some number that is easier to calculate. Let's say you make $60,000 a year, for example,
Hmm.
just for the math purposes, 60,000, and let's
Hmm.
say one third of that money you give away to the tax. So from $60,000, you kept 40, and 20 is bye bye. You will never see this money again. It's gone.
Yeah.
So what you do is you put money into RRSP, the money that you saved but not renting your condo, but
Hmm.
by living in your parents' basement, but moving in with a roommate, by doing whatever it is that you need, that you cut your costs, you put money aside every month. At the end of the year, you have some amount of money in your account that you accumulated. So let's say accumulated $20,000. You just
Hmm.
happen to work so hard that you, by the end of the year, you save $20,000. It's just sitting there. The tax is already paid on that money because once you
Mm.
receive the money, you already paid the
Yeah.
tax.
Yes.
Now you take this $20,000 and you deposit it into your RRSP account. How you do it? You walk into any bank or you go into any broker. There's a lot of brokers who do RRSP. They don't charge you for that. There's no fee to open an RRSP account. You can do it for free in any bank or with any broker. You just come in
How
and you
about
say,
you?
I'm not
No,
licensed
just
to do it. I'm not licensed, but I can teach you how to do it very easy. It's so
oh,
simple. It's so easy. You don't really need brokers or banks or anybody. I can
okay.
teach you how to do it. I'm not licensed to run it for you. I can just show
Uh-huh.
you how I do it, and you can do exactly the same thing if you want to. That's how it works.
Okay,
It's free,
sounds
it doesn't
good.
cost you anything. You can do it from your cell phone. It's so easy to do.
Oh,
So once you take this money and deposit into your RRSP account, magic happens. The government returns you the money, the tax that you paid in order to
oh,
receive that money. So every
okay.
paycheck you see that one third is kept for the government. Well, the
Yes.
moment you deposit into the RSP, they give you that one third back,
Oh, okay.
which is
That's
great.
good. Yeah,
Which
that's
is
good to
great.
know.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
pretty good to know.
yeah. So let's say you deposited $21,000. Again, just to make it easier on the math,
Mm-hmm.
$21,000. And let's say your tax is one third. We spoke about one third. That's how much you leave for the government. So
Yeah.
this $21,000, it's like very rough calculations. There's actually like formulas involved and everything. I'm just give you a very basic calculation here. So from $21,000, one third is seven. Seven is
Yeah.
one third of 21.
Yeah.
So you deposit 21 into your account into RSP. That's your money. Nobody touches it. There's no fees. That's yours. And now the government gives you a check for $7,000. So you magically now have another $7,000 just sitting in your account. Now you have altogether 21 plus 7,
Seven.
$28,000. Okay, now you're ready to buy a condo because all you needed is 25,
Sure.
right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, but there's a
That's
catch. There's obviously a catch. If it wasn't so easy, like it's never easy, right? There's always a catch. So that $21,000 that is sitting in your RSP,
mm-hmm.
you can just take it and use it as a down payment for your property as a first-time buyer. No problem with that. No
Nope.
penalty, no fee, nothing. Now you have to
Okay.
slowly start repaying that money back. So that's still your money. Nobody touches.
Okay.
It's your money.
Uh-huh.
You will use it eventually when you retire, but you have to put this $21,000 back, and they will set you a schedule. Let's say you have to pay $100 a month or $200 a month. So every month
Oh,
now you slowly pay it back, which is, again, it's not like you pay somebody. This is your money.
uh-huh.
What
For
happens if
your
you,
for your future, like
yeah,
after you
yeah,
retire,
yeah,
you have a
which it accumulates there. It gives you some interest rate, let's say 5%, 6%, maybe
mm-hmm.
10%. It grows, and when you retire, it's going to be a chunk of money there. But you
See.
have to slowly start putting it back. What happens if you don't put it back? Well, the
Yeah.
amount that, let's say, the government tells you, you have to pay $100 a month,
Okay.
which is $1,200 a year.
See, yes.
The year came to an end, and you only paid 800 instead of 1,200. So you're missing 400. You're short 400. The
Mm-hmm.
government says that $400, we add that to the income that you made this year, and now you have to pay taxes on that
Oh,
because
okay.
they returned you the tax.
Yeah.
Well, if you didn't put it back, you have to pay tax on just that amount of money that you didn't pay back.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how it works. So you take it tax free, use it for your down payment, together with the bonus that the government gave you. You throw it all in the down payment,
Yeah.
and now you slowly start paying it back. But if you don't pay it back, you will have to pay tax on that portion that you didn't put back.
So how long we have to put it back? We have to pay it back. Like for
Yeah,
example,
I
I
can't
borrow.
answer that quite. Let me just try Googling it right now. How long does it take to pay back RSP? Hold on.
No problem. Because I believe the
RSP.
audience is like as me, have a same
15
question.
years.
Like,
Yeah, it's 15 years.
okay,
Yeah, so let's
that's
say
not bad.
very rough math. It's very rough
Yeah.
math. Let's say I take $21,000 and I divide it into 15 years and I divide it into 12 months. So your
Mm-hmm.
monthly payment is going to be $116. So that was, I was about right when I said
Yeah,
$100.
that's
Yeah. So that's what you pay.
fixed.
And then
Okay, okay.
eventually, if you feel like you don't want to pay it back, you can always just pay tax on it. That's an option. If you have money, just, yeah, it's up to you what you're gonna do with it. And they
See.
talk about a new product right now. It's still not in, but the government is planning to introduce it next year. And if they do, that's going to be amazing because you can. It's a special saving account for a down payment. Works exactly like RSP, everything exactly as I just explained. The main difference is you don't have to pay it back. You just
Oh,
accumulate it there, get your bonus, done. No need to pay anything back. You're done. You just save taxes. So, which is like so easy and so simple, but you have to know it. If you don't know it, you're just gonna take your money, put it as a down payment. If you know it, you're gonna put it through that special saving account, get a bonus from the government, and then put that money as a down payment,
yes.
which is great. And we all hope that it's gonna be introduced next year. We all hope that it's actually gonna happen because that will save the first-time buyers a lot of hassle. So
Yes,
pretty
yes,
much
right.
step one, you cut you so because I mean you're already making the maximum money you can make.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody just decides, you know what, I need more money. I'm going to work a little bit harder and I'm going to come up with more money. That's usually doesn't happen. Usually that's not the case. You're already at your maximum capacity. That's how much money you're making. You're already there. So the only way for you to put money aside is to start saving. And
Yeah.
usually your number one expense is your housing where you live. That's usually the most expensive thing. So if you rent a whole apartment for $2,000, probably don't do that. Save up. Find a roommate.
Mm-hmm.
Find three roommates to split it apart.
See.
Just
Right,
rent a
right.
room. Move in with somebody for free or something. Just do something like that. That's usually number one expense. Usually the
Mm-hmm.
second expense is your car.
Mm-hmm.
If you rent and you don't own any properties, drive a cheap car. Don't buy an expensive car. Don't do that. So save up, save up, save up, save up. Once
Mm-hmm.
you saved up, think about putting it into RSP, getting a bonus on top of that money, and then
Mm-hmm.
use that. All you need for the down payment is just $25,000. That's all. Like it's a lot of money, but it's realistic number. It's not like you need 160, 200,000.
Yeah.
25 is realistic. With $25,000, now you can go ahead and buy your first condo. And for $500,000, you will find a condo for $500,000. You will find it. And now
Yeah,
you
true.
live in your own property. This is your property. You own it. The money you pay every month, that goes
You
to
pay for
towards
yours.
you. Yeah, that's
Yeah, you
yours.
pay for
That's
yours.
yours. Yeah,
Yeah, very good advice. Save money, save
that's
money
it.
first. Yeah, for your
That's
down
right.
payment.
That's
Yeah,
right.
thank you for love for bringing such an amazing topic for today. And
Perfect.
again, if you are looking for the property or you are interested in know about more about the mortgage, don't forget to follow the IQI Canada and give us a like. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave the comments or contact us. Yeah,
That's it.
thank you
Thank
for
you. Thank you. Thanks.
thank you for your watch.
Thank you.
Bye
Thanks. Thanks.
bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.